Hello. Where is my game? There is my game. Oh, good morning, Ada. Good morning, JC. I am exhausted, but also the other thing. Allergies hit me pretty hard this spring. I can't sleep because I can't breathe. And so by the end of the week, I am dying. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing Final Fantasy. I mean, okay, I got it this time. Good morning, everybody. Today we're playing Final Fantasy 14. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. And, yeah. I think we're going to make it to the Aery today. Are you going to take us to the Aery? Boop. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. You take Alivert for sinuses? I've never heard that. I will keep that in mind. I'm assured that her grace will make a full recovery. Yeah, that's right. Nanamo, the Sultana, is awake again. She's not dead. Aye, and Ul'dah too shall flourish once more. General Roban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Ugiri, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things started how things stand at the Rising Stones? Man, I do need to wake up. Yes, of course. You'll be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilberd's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me, I see. I'm grateful to hear at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to Rising Stones to thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Old? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting you will be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Yeah. It's a one-in-the-day, melt-in-your-mouth tablet, not drowsy. Allergies, that's why I'm itchy. I should take my allergy meds. I take like a truck full of meds. Probably a bad idea, but keeps me alive. I take a one-in-day swallowable, whatever the store brand is at the time. I also, take Benadryl. They help. Various things I spray up my nose. I take Mucinex. I try not to overdo it. But I've actually had to go to the doctor once because I did overdo it. I think they said I had major medicosa? Something like that? Basically, I shoved too much medicines in my nose. Like, I used to spray this thing in my nose so I could breathe. The problem is, it was like a light steroid, so my nose started getting absolutely shredded whenever I wasn't using it. Like, the muscles would retract so I could breathe, and then they would just come back bigger than ever so I couldn't, so I would need more of it. It was rough. Anyway, what I'm saying is I'm a mouth breather. Commander, you're alive. And old too. I do eat scrape through. My splendid crystal braves, I've wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. You'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, but we still fightin' for freedom and all. Just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you've mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We talked it over, and we all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company were founded live on. They bind each of us, bind us to each other and to you. Commander, Alphino, our minds are made up, so ye may be as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions, let us help you find Minfilia and the others. My friends, after all that's happened, I know not what to say. Nasal sprays are tricky that way. You breathe through your mouth because if you don't, then you can't breathe. Yeah, that is true at least twice a year for me. Like, ever since I got sent work from home from the pandemic, my allergies got really, really bad. Like, I thought I was getting COVID like twice a year. It's like, I'd be super congested, my throat would be super scratchy. All my muscles would ache, and like the weirdest thing were like the cold sweats, the shivers, like the internal heating problems, which I didn't think would come from allergies, but that's what I get. Pray excuse me, I thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say, one can measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap, I am the one exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I'm not worthy of their loyalty, old. But as Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Woo! The worst thing is, like... Yeah, I've got a string of allergies, but like, what I'm allergic to is specifically what is found where I live. Like, I am allergic to the grass that grows in this state, the flowers that grow in this state, the weeds that grow in this state, the trees that grow in this state, like basically outside is what I'm allergic to. But like, I'm gonna go visit my hometown soon. I'm not allergic to anything out there. It's all pine needles and a different variety of weeds. It's gonna be great. I'll be able to breathe. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Urianger and the Waking Sands, and Tataru and Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I'm able. One thing I need is like a game to play when I'm sick. Like I tried this week to play Shadows of Doubt because I thought my voice would be all scratchy and cool. Instead, I just sounded super nasally, probably like I do right now. You're allergic to the inside and the outside. So winter sucks because all the inside is stuck inside, and the rest of the time the outside is bad. Because it sheds all the time. The outside sheds all the time? I'm not sure I understand. Hello. Sinois? Your hubby was sick a couple of days ago. He was nauseous. Yesterday his voice was hoarse. He had super scratchy throat. Hey, Sid. Old, how in the seven hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Mana Cutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to go pay a visit to Fort Monor. A dragoon by the name of Istinian was looking for you. Okay. Pollen, leaves, weeds, yeah. You going in? Yeah. You have fulfilled your obligations to the old ones, then. Mr. Stoddero has been keeping me appraised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garland's were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Aery, plotting his revenge. Might not be an apt moment to unfold our plans to... Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Aymeric? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. Okay. We just teleport over to every corner of the universe again and again and again. Firmalbert. Oop. Sorry, Firmalbert is where we need to go. Hey, Sir Aymeric has been eager to speak with you. Pray proceed. Yeah.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The Aery is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
About the Mughals? Yeah, they were pretty
Aye.
scary.
'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the Aery represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
He just flinched. And now he's huffing like
Your
a
candor
child.
is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, 'twould seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Okay. Woo. I have pricked Master Alphinaud's pride, I fear, but had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Aery. Not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt Alphinaud will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. You shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. You don't know when you have to, when you're heading to bed, but if I get to the Aery, you can help run through if I want. No, I think I prefer to go the dungeons with the NPCs. Not because I, don't want your company or something, but I kind of like uh, going real slow. Gives you a chance to, like, you know, chat and appreciate the environment of the dungeon. I will probably, there's a good chance we'll be doing Limitless Blue next week, though. And the trials I probably still need help with. I would rather have you with your blade. What am I to do with just your blade? I'll throw it at him. I mean, I am fighting with a gyroscope and a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I think his blade might come in handy. We have tarried long enough. Let's call upon Master Garland and take possession of the Mana Cutters. You're home. Shoof. Psych. I will run right by it. I thought the manufactory was closer than that. I'm so used to taking the Aethernet that I remembered everything being closer together than it is. I mean, it's acting like it's right down here. Sid? Is that you? Have I lost my mind? I've lost my mind. Oh, is the green arrow pointing me out through the door? Oh, there you are. I didn't know you could go through that. Old friend, the cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but when we got there in the end, which means you can get where you need to go. I'll tell you, these little beauties will tear through the wind barrier like a Surmet drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is the Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, Warrior of Light. The Dream Worm awaits. I don't know anybody who likes cottage cheese. Hey, sleep is important. It's very clear that I am not well rested. Is this the way to the Aery right here? Oh, cool. I get Istinian and Temple Banneret and Knight. My wife, who also has allergies and hasn't been sleeping well, kept shaking me whenever I started snoring. But, like, that was just when I started sleeping. So that did not help my case much. Your sister loves cottage cheese, but she's lactose intolerant and can't have any? I think that's her body just protecting herself from her own weird habits. Wicked mortals, I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. Okay. I'll cut your mana. I'll do it. That the music. It's kind of nice. Oh, whoops. I didn't hard target the tank. I think the music is nice, though. A weird thing that's been happening to me with the allergies, my ears have started getting stuffed. Like, I'm having a hard time hearing things at what is the normal volume. Treasure Planet vibes? I haven't seen Treasure Planet in forever. Problem is, like, whenever I'm in the mood to see Treasure Planet, since my kids are younger, I tend to go Muppet Treasure Island instead. What's in this little corner? Nothing? Cool, cool. Like, Muppet Treasure Island might be my favorite Treasure Island interpretation. Justinian, what are you doing? Like, we're checking all the side paths. That's the thing. That's the thing I can do when I play the dungeons alone. There's nothing there. For some reason, there's lots of dead ends. Maybe they had things, but they stripped them out over the years. You know, to help streamline things. Looking for secrets, right? Plus, if I feel like I can just kind of peek over the edge, take a look around. Very nice. Rhonda. That's what they call him. Floor design, very Celtic vibes. I did notice that. Oh. So nice to have an AoE heal now. Like once I get used to using it, I feel like in dungeons I'll never need another heal. As long as they're the easy ones. Which they should all be. Oh, I think I see. So this guy will sometimes tether you. You run to one of the lightning towers. I understand your mechanics, but you're dead now. Those legs are spikes. Uh-oh. We just jump down here? Wow. That was kind of a lucky guess. I mean, the road just didn't go anywhere, so I was like, it's gotta be this way. Terrible dragon appears before me. Hello. Okay. Cool, I guess we're doing this then. They were minding their own business. Like, one of these dungeons has sleeping dragons. I don't know if I've been to it or not. That guy doesn't hit very hard. That is a terrible slide. The slide down to get here? Yeah. I've got a clear prism. All of the buffs. Then we gravitoire. I like the little hop I do when I do the gravity. Like, it looked like my feet were leaving the ground. Let's try that again, just to see. Yeah, they straight up do. Whoom. Whoom. Okay, fine, I'll save your life. And then back to the Gravitoire. Ooh. Forgot where my regular healing spells were. It's not a good sign for a healer. It's what I get for playing like once a week. When your healer has to like think like, oh, this one person needs health. Where could it be? Back to the Gravitoire hop. Quit peeking up my skirt. Looks like a place where something would appear. And yet... Yasticus.
I will end your struggles.
Actually sounds kind of nice. Will you end my struggles? I got cheese puffed. Is that a Voln stack? Or what they call a Voln stack? How do you know where to stand? Was it just where the white stuff wasn't? I can't see. So there's gotta be like a hint of where everyone's supposed to stand, right? See, I think some of those shadows were fake. Hey. It's an Aery. I forgot I had that ability. Yeah. He had a pointy face. He was kind of cute. Yasticus. It's a lie. The struggles just get passed on to the closest kin. Oof. My kids are gonna have a lot of struggles then. Hop. Oh, is he dead? I was busy getting glamour shots. Weirdly enough, this small stretch of land is familiar to me. Like everything else I've completely forgotten about. In fact, this whole section of like Heaven's Ward's story is just very much a blur to me. I think it's because, like, even though I had, like, the collector's edition since the game came out, I only beat A Realm Reborn once. Like, I would be like, I'm in the mood for an MMO. So I would play this. I would play it like WoW and just, like, rush through everything and just get to the part where I'm fighting monsters, thinking that was the best part. It is not. Turns out the story is the best part, and if you actually sit down and read, like, it gives you the motivation to play the rest of the game. And so I'd be like, I want to play an MMO. I'd play this. I'd be like, 90% of this is just go here and talk to person. But weirdly enough, if you hear what that person has to say, it's a lot more entertaining than, you know, go slave 5 walrus tusks. I don't know why it would just be the tusks, but, you know, I don't make the quests.
Know your folly.
Is this the final fight? Nah, we gotta go up those stairs, right? I think I'm starting to remember a gimmick. Like, it's all coming back to me. I feel like there'll be some kind of bubble. Okay.
Your guard is down.
It's a lot of dragons. Like some kind of bubble, and Ystenian will be in it for some reason. Question is, what do I do in that bubble? Give me a gimmick after midnight. Now, you're not Nidhogg, are you? Oh, you are Nidhogg. I mean, you looked like a Nidhogg. I just thought, like, maybe it was a little too early. Oh, the floor is lava, is it? Oh. Not screwing around. Oh. What do we do? Just not cross over each other? Ew. Hey, get me down. Absolutely rude.
Your guard is down.
My guard? My rage will consume you. Okay. Oh! I am more consumed than I expected to be.
Taste my loss. Your guard is down.
Oh. We stack. He hits harder than I expected. This is actually more challenging than, well, I mean, it is. It is the highest level dungeon we've come across. But, like, I could see failing that. Like, when we get to Stormblood, we're gonna be like a DPS for the first time. Did I get anything I could use? Yeah, I got boots. Woo! Commendation to, I don't know, the guy with the spear? Feel like the tank could have used more mitigations. The guy with the spear, he said. There's two guys with the spear. The Bannerman. Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me? Time hath done naught to dilute thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and I shall do it again.
No, worm! This ends here!
Do the jump. He did the jump. Whoa. Alright, you got the mount. Now you open wounds. You press right bumper. And do the weapon finisher. Been playing a lot of Monster Hunter recently. Like this feels right.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Metal. My old man heart. We got the whole magenta, cyan, and yellow. We can make 16 kilobyte games again.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
What?
But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
How many eyes did Nidhogg have? Am I missing something?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm,
'Tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins.
And then he
With this
pogos
lance
away on his lance.
shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory, only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
I get it.
We four, then.
Forton, Heilenart, Dyrendare, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
Alright, now let's go make lots of babies to maintain the family line.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
A little confused. How many eyes does this guy have?
I've borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point.
I don't think we must accept it as immutable truth.
If Huldreth took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Okay, thank you for answering my specific questions. Or at least acknowledging them.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. "'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore."
That does sound like a plan. I think I know where this is going. Though Nidhogg has fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. I thought we were just going to be like a Crimson Dragoon or something. Going to sleep now. Have a good rest of my stream. Excited for my stream tomorrow? Yeah, we're playing Wanderstop tomorrow. Should be a good time. I think I hear the game short enough that we should be able to beat it in one night. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Hraesvelgr remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm yet again. And if Iceheart yet lingers in Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. Here's my bird. Yep. Where are we? Was there an aetheryte anywhere over here? Yeah, there was. I didn't know you could teleport mounted. All this time. I've probably played hundreds of hours of this at this point. Over the years. I might have even known that at one point. Whee! Alright, yeah, I am curious how Isil's been dealing with the news that, she's not the real Shiva. It was you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far? You've slayed Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Hraesvelgr to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. Excuse me. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer be buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon Song War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learn the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, warrior of light. Toot. Oh. Impenitent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I did sense the moment of Needhog's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
What? It would seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto blinded Needhog did I yield one half of my strength. Needhog, what hath befallen thee? We were undone by covetous mortals. They did take Ratoskar's eyes and glut their appetites upon their essence. She is slain then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Ellison. Going to sleep now. Have a good rest of my stream. Good night. But thou wert enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Ratotsker her life in mine own eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. Praise Falgar. 'Twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee and I to me, and let that be thy penance. Needhog. They bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. K. My vengeance is begun. Scraw. Scraw. That's what he said. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody, blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood brother's life, and my brood sister's life, and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? Go, mortals, take your unruly passions and leave this place. The present here spells naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you, should the bond we share ever weaken. Hey Allison, good morning. Two days in a row. Who am I? Somebody with a disturbing sleep cycle. Yeah, it was quite weird hearing a dragon love Shiva. Yeah, but it made for a badass song, though. Like, there are two songs I really love from Final Fantasy XIV, and that's Answers. It's one of my favorites, and the other is, I don't know the name of it, but I just want to say it's probably like the Dragon song. So good. What is this outfit? Whoa. Fancy. Though he lifted not a single claw, 'twould seem that Hraesvelgr wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg
is
What?
slain. Sorry.
in the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
All this war talk with Icedian makes me feel like he voice acted someone in Space Marine 2. I wonder if I'm off on that.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Delicious, delicious prayers.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Who, me? What'd I do? I was the healer, and a bad one at that.
Comrades! Sheathe your swords! There is no need for further bloodshed!
My lady!
She is come!
Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low!
This dragoon is red.
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery.
Robert Vernon does the voice of Aestinian. He's also done various voices in Cyberpunk 2077, Vermintide 2, and Total Warhammer 2. Oh. I played Vermintide 2. And, and Cyberpunk. So I guess that's probably where I recognize him from.
You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend! Far from it! At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
Peace?
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
That was rather too close for comfort, but 'twould seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. Ah, well, that's clearly the end of Heaven's Ward. And there was peace throughout the land, and a shiny new shirt for me. How does that look in red? Oh, the green kind of throws it off. What about solid white? Yeah, we can do that. Slightly whiter. What are the ninja pants? These are the ninja pants. Not bad ninja pants. I confess, I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of Lady Isart. Whatever is going on, old? Beg pardon, you traveled to the Turning Mist together, along with Aestinian. Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Aymeric must know of this. Let's break news of them together. I'll bring Sir Aymeric to Fortom's Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Farewell, old. I shall await you there. Yay, we won the game. Really confused about the remaining 100 quests then. What could they be about? Welcome, Master Sugarheart. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yeah.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
So then there were like a bunch of eyeballs.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
We're gonna murder the Pope.
Sir Emeric, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emeric prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
You're heading off to sleep, Will Lurk. Have a good night, Ada. Thanks for stopping by.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emeric is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
Gross.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Whew. The game didn't let it, like, stop being exciting for, like, a second, did it? Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we need to recruit others to our cause. Yeah, give me the scout pants. Before we do that, though, I think it's time to do another astrologian quest. It's been a while. How much time do I have? 20 minutes. Yeah, that should be enough. Here we are at the astrologicum. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Hey! We get the snow globe! That's one of my favorites. Word of Lady Liviva's charity has begun spreading, my friend. I have attended more than one luncheon where it was positively dripping off the kitty. Off the good lords and ladies. And the knights? The knights are starting rumbling about why magics that not only heal the wounded, but also enhance the strengths of the healthy, are not being employed to save the lives of those on the front lines. Needless to say, the Vault is not amused. Their plans to have us fade into obscurity has rebounded upon them, and now they are scrambling to twist this situation to their advantage. Listen, old. The Vault would have us officially attend the operation currently underway in the Western Highlands, in the village of Hemlock. The settlement was abandoned after the calamity, and since been overrun with beasts of all manner. The Holy See seeks to reclaim it, and my uncle, the Count, has generously volunteered his knights to clear the area of any remaining threats. It's a win-win for the Vault. The operation is small enough and far enough away from the capital that even if it is a success, no one will pay it half a mind. But the Vault will be able to say they answered the pleas of the knights. If, for any reason, the operation were to fail, then the Vault would be able to attribute the failure to the astrologian presence and turn the high houses against Lady Laviva. I spoke with the lady about this, but she said she was not interested in the politics of the situation, only that it was her duty to aid the people in need. We should speak with her, and soon. Let's make haste to Hemlock. Where's Hemlock? Have I ever been there? Alright. Off we go. Let me have a sip of orange juice. Also, what do we have here? A Needhog. Nice. We have a Purple Eyes Black Dragon. That'll be great against Yugi. It's like nowhere to teleport to. We really have to walk there, don't we? I'm trying to remember what was the last quest we did for our job. Like, what I'm curious about is, like, do we have two astrologian quests to do or just the one? You should also sleep because you have work in a few hours. You hope you have a great stream, though. Thank you. I hope you have a great sleep. Damn, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference in 2025. What is the little thing I'm riding? You love it. Okay. This is a fat chocobo. I forget exactly how I got him. But since I got, like, the collector's edition a million years ago, when the game came out, like, I have all like the special promotional things that MMOs do. You know, they're like, oh, there was a server outage. To apologize, here are some pants, things like that. And he was one of those things. I think he, like, I can't recall if he was like part of the collector's edition or like some special promotion like 10 years ago. You need 74 in real life, right? He's pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. Let me up. How do I get up there? Yeah. Yeah. Is this the way? Yeah, like Skyrim up the mountain. Come on. Hey. I guess I come down this way? Like, I have no idea what that blue icon is, but it does seem to have something to do with this quest. Think you can't go to sleep anymore? You must watch The Burb. He's so good. Like, I don't think in, like, the pursuit of the main story you ever find a mount better than the bird. Right? I mean, I do, like, pop into the golden saucer occasionally. Maybe I can find something cool in there. You here to help with the operation? Word has it that, the battle has taken a turn for the worse. Yeah? Like, I don't think there are any golden saucer mounts that are better than this either. There's a giant turtle I could get. He's pretty cool. I could ride around on a chair. You love a good turtle? He's a pretty good turtle. We severely underestimated the strength of our enemies, and now my men and women find themselves overwhelmed. The tight wedges we had at the day's onset have all degraded into small knots of fighting, and the number of wounded is growing faster than our chaplains can heal them. Thank the Fury you arrived when you did. Alright. Yeah. Where am I? Where's my cup? Ah, my eye. You mind? Here, I'm just gonna buff myself to oblivion. I'm immortal now. Grand Archaea Norris. It looks so grand to me. Oh, you're hitting me with damage now. Maybe I should be dodging that. Yeah. A chair? Yeah, you can get like a throne and you ride that around. Where am I? Where is my company? I must return to them. I think it's called the Archon throne. Something like that. It's pretty cool. It's a nice chair. Kind of like an old school Russian throne. Except not one that's not cursed and will kill you if you sit in it. I shan't forget this, astrologian. I'm forever in your debt. Yeah, my thanks, but there must still be more who require succor. I heard a woman scream from beyond this very boulder, not moments before you arrived. Ah, that sounds like the thing that happens right before I get stabbed in the back. Oh, hello, overwhelmed companions. How are you? Can I leave the bubble? I can leave the bubble. There we go. Bravatoire. Yeah. I think you can also get a Fenrir mount at the Golden Saucer. I want to say that's a cute puppy. Oh, and you can get like a giant cactuar mount, like the Emperador. It's like a model of the entire golden saucer. Who's this? What have we here? Sylvester. You who vowed never to set foot in this barbarian land again? Unless... Clever girl. Yes, it was I who hired Celie to bring you back to Charlian. And if you had come back with us quietly, you would be free right now, rather than a wanted criminal facing a trial, imprisonment, even execution, depending on what you have told these tamed savages of yours. Yes, dear, I offered you a chance, and you foolishly refused it. The edict has been issued, and I am here to collect you. Thuffer and Thuckatash. Though I must place some of the blame for that on our friend Celie. Had she not insisted on playing games, perhaps you would have displayed reason back in the Black Shroud. Instead, she merely added fuel to a fire already hot with your inherent stubbornness. And now I am forced to make this journey to this filthy realm to clean up her mess. And I suppose that starts with these companions of yours. I'll take Jeanne Juanard and leave right now. Neither of you are ready for the magics of the variety he wields. I killed a dragon like half an hour ago. Like one of the biggest. Like second biggest. But what of you, my lady? I am going to reclaim my father's journal. Nah. Brave, but your father was brave. Your father is also dead. Lady Laviva. Lady Laviva! Now I understand Celie's frustration. This realm is truly overrun with vermin. How we suffered here for so long, I will never know. Very well, Laviva, you leave me no choice. You may already know we have questioned Mace regarding your unauthorized passage into Eorzea. What you may not know is that we still hold him in the dark cells, just as a precautionary measure, of course. We would not want to see him flee again before the trial. Now, your grandfather is not as spry as he used to be. I am uncertain how long the sanity of a man his age will last in complete darkness. The longer you delay, the closer we come to finding out. If you wish to see your grandfather released, you will come to the abandoned city of the Dravanian hinterlands. There, my airship will be waiting to take you back to the old world, where you will be tried. Fairly, of course. I suppose you could run, but know that in doing so would have grave consequences for your grandfather, and possibly your mother as well, and we would still eventually find you. Wait, my father's diary! You may still be close. Wait here. Yeah. That was the sound she made. Lady Laviva, who was that? And the strangest feeling I should have known him from somewhere. Sylvester, leader of the Bibliothecs? A powerful group of conservative fundamentalists who seek to control the whole of Charlian's knowledge. They believe that our people should not become involved in history, but only witness to it. Then analyze it until all the lives lived are lost are but numbers on a page. You may remember Sylvester Jean Juanard, because he is the self-same man who has pushed old Charlian to batten its doors, and it used my father's death as his rallying cry. And now I am certain that he had my father killed. Near the end of my father's diary, he mentions being contacted by a young Sylvester, who happened to be an older classmate of his when they were both at the studium. Sylvester, looking to make a name for himself as a politician, warned my father against continuing to disseminate knowledge of Charlian astrology in Eorzea, a warning my father, of course, did not heed. Soon after, several attempts were made upon my father's life, when he subsequently looked into the matter, and he discovered there was a price on his head, and that Sylvester had put it there. I discovered a contract signed by the wretch folded in my father's journal. He had planned on revealing it to the Forum on his return, but never had a chance. Jean Guinard, my father gave you that journal before he died, but you never once opened it? I did not think it was mine to read. But what you say, if it's true, we must get that diary back. Come. Seems the fighting has died down. Let us report to the captain of the knights, then return to Ishgard so that we may plan our next move. Oh man, are they going to leave me on that cliffhanger? Please tell me there's more to this quest. Oh wait, you're right here, aren't you? Many lives were saved because of you. If that is what we can expect from Charlian astrology, I see no reason why we shouldn't have knights trained in the field. I will recommend this to Lord Commander. I suspect he will be pleased to see the day is won with so few casualties. If you require our services again, you need only ask. Come, old. Let us hasten back to Ishgard. Sorry, I read that as if the knight captain was continuing talking. That last one was Jean Honard. Alright, back to Ishgard. Shaboop? Okay, you for real have to go now? Well, have a good day, stream. You have a good day, too. I hope you get, like, at least an hour's rest before you have to go to work. Moments ago, we received a missive from the commander of my father's guard. He thanked us again for the assistance in Hemlock, and has formally requested that Lady Lviva train several of his knights in Charlian astrology. The vault, however, remains silent. I believe this silence can be calculated if the edict issued for Lady Lviva's extradition has arrived. They need only turn a blind eye to Sylvester's actions until he has spirited the lady from the realm, and the people simply forget she was ever here. But we're not going to let that happen, are we, my lady? I'm sorry, Jean Quinard. I no longer see how we cannot. Sylvester has my grandfather. He's not my grandfather. He has threatened to take my mother, and he now has the one thing that could save them both, my father's journal. No, Jean Quinard, I cannot deny my fate any longer. I have done several readings since our return, and every one is the same. Deceit, manipulation, submission. My path is clear. You, however, can carry on. Sylvester has no authority over you, or you, old. See that my father's dream is fulfilled. Promise me that much. I shall promise you that and more, lady. Kimberrain and I will see you to this place of meeting, and do whatever is possible to make certain that Sylvester keeps his word. You know by the attending me you put yourself in danger. He has shown he will not hesitate to kill anyone who stands in his way, and now that he knows, I know, of his involvement in my father's death. But still, he would stand by my side in my last moments in Eorzea. I do not deserve friends such as you. Old, Aether is the building block of all that surrounds us, meaning that everything is connected. Someone so closely attuned with that Aether can, in a sense, link themselves with others, feeling their joy, feeling their pain. Scholars of the soul call this empathy. Crystal gazers and card readers call it the Wheel of Fortune. We astrologians call it a collective unconsciousness. Whatever you call it, I feel that bond with you. Both of you. Thank you. Woo! Oh man. The Hands of Fate. Is that the next job here? It sure is. And it requires level 60. That's great. Okay, so the next quest we do on our playthrough will be the thrilling conclusion to this nonsense. That said, there's my collective unconscious. Yes! My space bubble! I love my bubble. I feel like it used to be more grandiose than this. Maybe I'm thinking of Earthly Star, or maybe both of those in combination. Earthly Star and Collective Unconscious. Maybe I'm used to casting those at the same time, and that's what I remember from the olden times. That is such a cool ability. Anyway, I've been Old Man Sugarheart for quite a long time. Thank you for watching my stream. I had a good time. If you stick around, I will raid another Final Fantasy streamer, assuming she is up. That is our good friend Sandra. So if you are on Twitch, stick around. Other than that, be playing Wanderstop tomorrow, and next Final Fantasy Friday, we'll see the thrilling conclusion of this particular arc. There's Sandra. Yeah, she's out in the field. She's doing stuff. Is that a dead body? That looks like many dead bodies. Alright. Have a fun time at Sandra's stream. Have a good day. Bye-bye.